Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I posted something. I even did like a little teaser saying that I was getting a video ready for the first part of 2024. It kind of fell short. I didn't really like what I had planned for the video, so I wanted to kind of take a step back and reassess on some things. Now I actually have a good plan for what I'm going to be doing next with my cars, and I'm excited about it at the same time. I think I'm going to try and get some winter tires for my MR2, take off some body panels, assess some damage, but I'm going to try and do a winter like Auto X coming up in February. So I only have like 3 weeks, maybe a month. I have to check the dates again to get the car sorted as well as possible, to get it out there and have some fun with it. And then I'm also pulling the engine out of the IS300. You can't really see that right now because I'm going hands-free. And the Corolla is always on the back burner as normal. So yeah, just want to give a little update, direction that I plan on taking things. I think I'm gonna have a lot of good content to just continuously put up. I'm not shooting for long videos, 10, 15 minutes at most, and just get back into the swing of things, because I've kind of fell off there for a minute, but I'm gonna stay on top of it because I have a good feeling about this year. I got some good plans for the MR2. I got some good plans for the IS300. The poor Corolla, again, as always, on the back burner. Might just have to let somebody buy it. Let it go to a good home. Okay. And get back to recording. So, the window on my AW11 will not roll up. It rolls down just fine, and it just won't come up. After doing some investigation, pulling everything off, I could find out that these relays seem to be bad. They were clicking and not making any sound. My hand is purple. Sorry, no, they're making a popping sound. And if I gave it a good smack, the window would then roll back up. If anybody's having these issues, there's a couple things that you can do to look. It could be the contact points on the actual switch to go up and down. For me, I took those off and cleaned them up. It ended up being these right here. So if you have an old AW11 or an old car, really, and they're not rolling up, it could just be these. I found these guys online. They shipped out from, I think, China. I don't really know, but they're direct replacements, hopefully. So we're gonna go ahead and desolder these and then solder them back up. And the next clip will be me installing them in the car, and hopefully that they're working.
Ever seen one of these?
You can talk while you want during this. I'm probably just gonna...
Dude, it's like magic.
Fancy pants?
Yeah, you can put that on there.
So you warm it up and blow it out?
See it melt. And you squeeze the ball. Not shaking hands, my dude.
Put it on the table.
Just pushed it. Tap. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Just like that. See all the corrosion? All corroded? Yeah, I mean, like, I could bust out the soldering iron, but I've done so much soldering with my desoldering iron because of that. And the trick is to not overheat anything. So if you don't have a good tinned tip, then it's not going to transfer the heat. So you'll just sit there with the iron and you'll burn your circuit board without it melting any solder, you know?
Funny part is when I came here, Hayden here didn't want to do any commentary. Leave me off the camera. I don't want to talk. Blah, blah, blah. Now you're over here just like chatting right on up.
Oh, yeah, I'll talk to you.
I swore again.
I don't want to talk to the internet.
You don't swear. So just like in that video, well, of course in that video, you saw Hayden, my good buddy, getting this all together. So now we're gonna see if it was actually the regulator this entire time. Just let you know, doing that, it never worked. I have a working window. Go down. Money. Of course, now the passenger window doesn't work as well. Okay, let's get some more relays going for the passenger door. And we'll be good. I mean, summer's gonna be coming up soon. Tops off, you know, hot boy summer. Okay, so I'm being cheap. I don't want to buy a whole new housing. Just because I'd rather just spend that money other places. Especially when I have it, it's just not wanting to fully open or close. Now, right here is where it is hitting, which is fine. But so initially, right now it won't shut. And if I flip this around, so this is the shut position. This right here, you can tell has a little press on it because it's been touching that little rubber grommet for, you know, in the entirety of its life. And now it won't get there, right? Open, shut. And it just won't make up that difference. Go back over to here. The only piece that is touching is that arm, and that does look a little bent to me. Now, initially, when I left this at my father's house, the headlight was in its up position, just kind of sitting somewhere. It's supposed to be about like this. When he hit it, it forced it upward. Just about that difference, which I think is this arm right here, that little arm that you see going back and forth. I mean, I don't see any, actually now that I'm kind of looking at it in the right light, I do see some creases, so I think if I just like warm that thing up a little bit, right, if I torch this or something, I might be able to bend that back into place. All I needed to do is just allow it to shut and make up that difference right there. So, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this tonight. It's getting close to midnight and I am getting tired, a little loopy. I think I'm going to take the rest of the headlight out so I can have better access in there and go from there. The only other bad part is I still need this. This goes here, connects to the motor, or vice versa, the other way, right here to here. See, and look at that difference. But that's what I need in order for it to get back to being functional. These are really hard to find. I know a guy, he's going to hate me, because I'm going to tell him all I want is this little arm right here. and yeah, we'll go from there. Ooh. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. All right, just as expected. So, my shadow out of here. You can see that arm. Let's see. So, let's warm it up. What's up, all my friends? Wow, that was a little bit aggressive, huh? What's up, friends? Been a minute again. Wow, time is cruising. We are a couple days away from February, and I still have quite a bit of stuff to do. Still hoping to make that autocross event in the winter. Gonna go look at some snow tires this week that I think will fit the car well. In the meantime, this is what was broken, right? Thanks to a good friend that I made in California way, I was able to get this guy. So today I'm going to get this headlight back together again, get it mounted back on the MR2. Hopefully everything goes well. And I have it's quite a generic battery tie down kit. I plan on relocating the battery on the MR2 anyway, so I needed something that's going to be able to just keep the battery held in place, because right now, honestly, that thing just bounces around in there. Not the wisest thing. Yeah, that's what I got going on today. Hopefully I can button this up and get a video out by the end of the day. Good progress has been made on the IS300. Motor's out. It's on an engine stand as of now. Let me show you. Right here. In all of its glory. That was a little bit of a project, a little bit of a hassle, but it's there. Loving the engine hoist that I just picked up as well. So yeah, it's good to be doing some stuff. Okay. There we go, boys and girls. Whoa, down. So it is mounted up. Pretty rough. Got the arm on here. It's snapped on. Feels good. Next big test is let's get it installed on the car. Still needs to be secured in some spots. Secured. I think from there, we'll give it a shot. Let's give it a test shot. Let's see if it works. Here we go. Awesome. There we are, people. Up on here. Has the same little button thing down in here that it kind of connects onto. Yeah. Oh, it feels good to have that working again. And now, my good friends, I saw one of my favorite YouTubers do this, so I'm gonna try my little hand at this. And that was weird. But hey, fits together again. Something that some of you might notice, I think it still needs to buy a housing. It fits, it looks a lot better, it works, but it has quite an open gap right here. Whereas on the other side, it's quite closed. The whole thing did end up getting bent, even though I took a torch to it and bended it back a little bit, a mini torch. There's still a little bit, but you know what? Like I said, this car is, I don't think it's ever going to be perfect. It's never going to be show worthy. It's just going to be a track car. It's my little go-kart that we're going to have some fun with this year and get some good footage with it at the same time. Who knows? Maybe if this blows up way on down the line, I'll do the whole pull everything off of it and try and save it. But other than that, I think honestly, just keeping this car as a track car and having fun with it is better than it sitting in a field or in a junkyard or being slowly sold off piece by piece. So, project super rad, still a go. Goodness gracious. All right, so it was working, right? Headlight was going up and down, and now it's not. So I have removed both of them so that I can get a real good look at what's going on, why it just won't do it. I mean, I know it's bent, but I didn't think it was as bad as what it is. So like I said, it was going up and down fine, and now I just can't get it to move. So here is shut. Here's this one shut. And yeah, you can just see it. It's hard to tell, it really is, but there's minor differences. And here's the thing, I want to be able to repair this one because I don't want to buy housing. They're hard to come by and they're a little expensive. I mean, they're not horrible, you know, $150, but that's money that could be spent on this. You know, that's money that I could put into tires. That's a good little chunk of change still at the end of the day. So it's like having a working headlight is very important, yes, and it makes the car look better as well. But at the same time, it's a good little chunk. It's a good little chunk. And I'm not there yet. I don't feel like I'm there yet. So I'm gonna give this one more shot. I'm gonna get the new torch right here that I just bought. It's better than that little dinky thing. This will really get the metal hot. And then from there I can bend it into place and see if I can salvage this thing. And if it doesn't work, fine. I'll buy a new housing. All right, everybody. So I got the torch out. I did everything that I could for the headlights, and I mean, they are back in, and they look okay. Better yet, oh, they better do it this time. There's down, not the best look, but it's going up. For right now, that's all I care about. Like I said, this car, track car, it's gonna get loved and also beat in the loving way. So and I apologize too, I buttoned up some things with the motor, got the battery put back in, got it taken out of the trunk, so this time I can actually drive the car and it's not going to be, well, I'm not gonna be worried about it shorting out like it kind of happened when I drove it home the first time. Anyway, so right now I'm running late for a dinner. And I really want to take it out. So I'm gonna drive it this time I'm actually going to close it all out, right? Like this episode. I found some fog lights. I think I want to see if I can get mounted up on this thing. I do need to get the snow tires just in case it snows. Oddly enough, it is February and we haven't seen snow in a while. I mean, I still have a pile out in my driveway, but I think it's all gonna melt by the time that Auto X happens. So I'll find out if there's snow on the track. Whatever, we'll figure it out. So that's it for this episode. I hope I got a bunch of stuff ready for it. I did. I'm kind of rushing right now. So anyways, okay. Friends, thank you all for watching this. It does keep me motivated to get back out here in the garage and keep working on these cars, because if it wasn't for this, like I would lack that motivation. So it's kind of helping keep myself held accountable for getting these cars back on the road. I need to get this one finished up. I got that engine that I need to figure out whatever I'm going to do with. This one, of course, we're going to have some fun with this year as well. So, you know, stay tuned. In the meantime, first time doing this one, like, comment, subscribe, tell your friends about it. I am 20 away from 50 subscribers. And if I can get to that, then I can start doing lives, which I would rather do that than on TikTok. But my TikTok is doing okay. So anyways, all right. Love you all. Mwah! Big kisses. Goodbye.